Why do most people, go wrong when they're trying to solve a problem? Because they think they can solve it from the outside. What they don't realize is that life is an inside out job. The only problem we have is with our mind. It's the thoughts that our mind thinks that cause us our problems. We've identified things based on past experience that we're experiencing, and we either like them or we don't like them. We never really take time to really understand that. But the only way to deal with a problem is to go inside and say, why am I looking at this situation in this way? Why am I giving this thought, this focus to this idea? Here's the common misunderstanding is that if I think about it, I can fix a problem with a relationship. Can't fix a problem with the relationship. You can't change the other person. You don't know what their perspective is. They may not even know what their perspective is. The key thing you have to ask is, do you have an unrealistic expectation of what that relationship's supposed to mean? Is that relationship there to fill your needs? If it's there to fill your needs, guess what? You're screwed, because relationships are not about fulfilling each other's needs. That's an impossible thing to do. In fact, that's quite cruel to think that a person can fulfill your needs. When the fact of the matter is, only you can adjust how you think. Only you can adjust how open your heart is. You control those things. No one else has the key or has their fingers on the dial of your thought process, of your emotional processing. No one. You do. People say, well, then why be in a relationship? Well, here's what I know is that I've been in one long time, 51 and a half years. My partner mirrors back to me who I am. My partner calls me out when I'm not being my authentic self. We're dedicated to support and growing each other. We share and we have fun together. Sounds like a great relationship, doesn't it? Wouldn't you want to have that relationship with everyone in your life? My wife, Jean, is not responsible for my happiness. I may feel I have needs. It's not her job to fulfill them. My needs come from how I view my life. My needs come from how I set my expectations for life. Here's the biggest expectation change that I've had. Let go of something once it's happened. Get from it what you can. Let it go immediately. Otherwise, you can't be present in the next moment. You may leave a situation at work and you may be really ticked off, and you're going to bring it home and you're going to continue that negative energy with maybe your kids, maybe your partner, maybe with your parents, maybe with your friends. It doesn't matter. You got to leave that stuff behind and see if you can follow the idea that no matter what it is you're experiencing, that this too shall pass. It frees you to be in the moment. And then you really realize your life is an inside job. And how you focus your inside, your inner thoughts, where you decide to put them, that's going to create your outside experience. That's why you can be in a situation. Let's say I'm giving a talk, 100 people listening to the talk, 100 different interpretations of what I said. I can't fix the interpretation of what anyone else hears. There's no possibility that I can do that. I've given up the idea of being a people pleaser. I've given it up. I can't. It's a hopeless, unrealistic expectation that I will always, always, always lose. Why waste my energy? You see, it's an inside job for me to change my life. It's an inside job for you to change your life. I can support you, but you've got to do the work. Lori says, everyone is needing. Yeah, we do need to check at the door. Where do we check in the door? In our own mind. In our own mind. The best set of intentions, rest assured, they'll change. Rest assured, the events surrounding you will never go as you planned. It's an inside job to adapt. Remember, you've been given the power. You've been given the power to think for yourself, to consciously think, not just to let the mind go wherever it wants to go. You see, the mind is just a field of energy, and its job is to produce thoughts. But the level of awareness that you are can channel where the mind puts those thoughts. That's the power. And then that power that you are can channel, how do you attach emotions to this? That's the power. Instead of your emotions running away with you based on past experiences that you deemed were not all that great. So, it's an inside job, isn't it? Which means you're 100% responsible for your life experience. That's a great thing, because I'd rather be the one to control my experience. Zandy says, do you feel fear and have a different relationship with it, or do you feel at peace at all times? Hell, I'd love to tell you, Zandy, I'm at peace at all times. That would be a lie. I find peace much faster than I used to by practicing what I'm talking about. But the idea is that you're going to find peace at all times. You have a body, you have a mind, and the world is constantly changing. You've got an ego. There's got to be contrast to experience life. You can be more peaceful. You can move past these events that challenge you much faster when you understand the powers in you. And that's the work. And that's the work you can do today. So with that, my beautiful ones, it is a great day to be alive, and you get to make it so. Much love and aloha.